Peace, love, and light. This is Damarie Alma Bay. This is Eden Rose, and Eden Rose is a way of life. I'm coming on live because I haven't been on live in a long time, and peace. I haven't been on live in a long time, and I feel like it's time to actually start showing this channel some love. I can't go live unless I am using a computer, obviously, because my channel doesn't have enough subscribers yet to be able to live stream from my phone. So like, share, subscribe, do your thing. Make sure that I get lots of thumbs up on my videos. Maybe then more people will watch them and I don't have to do live videos with such terrible video quality. So peace and hello to my one and only viewer. Hi. We are going to get started with the divine message. Usually I post these on Instagram, but today I decided not to. Today I decided to do it here. And likely, well, we'll see. We'll see how I feel tomorrow. If this is still going to be something that I do on this channel. I may do other things on this channel. I don't know. Anyhow, let's tap in to the divine and see what messages that we have today. What are we being told, warned of, congratulated for? Wow. The funny thing is that I pulled this card a few days ago for the divine message, and this card was left out of my deck because I read it and then I was in the rain. And I was reading outside and I left this card out in the rain and it was rained upon, and then I had to dry it, and so I had it separate from the deck for almost a day. Or has it been a day? It's been about a day. Anyway, I just put this card back into the deck today. And it comes out again. But the message is different this time. So the message, well, I'll show you the card first. The shadow. So this is a card of, well, what I'm being shown here is energy of completion, is energy of a cycle. So starting a cycle and that cycle coming to an end. Or for instance, I'm also being shown like a cell, like a living, organism, a one-celled living organism. And that organism is equalizing itself. It's balancing itself somehow. It's like whatever transformation that it's going through, it's becoming a balanced cell. It's no longer imbalanced in some way. It's like gaining equilibrium. It's doing what it needs to do now all of a sudden. Things, it's like transformation and things coming to a complete cycle. So whatever the transformation was or is, that transformation is now at an end. Transformation time is over, and it's time to sort of, I think, relish a little bit in the energy of the transformation, but also to move on. The transformation's already done, so it's almost like it's time to stop looking for the evidence of the transformation. Transformation has already been completed. Yeah, it's time to show your magic to the world. It's time to share whatever message, whatever transformation that you've now attained, whatever it is that you've transformed into. It's time to share that with the world. It's time to step forth and offer that new vibration, this new changed frequency that you have. It's time to offer that. I'm going to clarify a little bit with tarot. See what happens. Oops. In my mind, I'm hearing, Que Sera, Que Sera. I don't know if you know that song. I don't even know who sings it. It's an old song from like the 80s, maybe. 80s, 90s. Can't remember. 80s. I'm going to say 80s. Anyway, Que Sera, right? Que Sera. But that's not the song that's in my head. It's a different one. Anyway, it's kind of like that. You're going to have to just release whatever it is that you've been holding on to that has kept you from, doing whatever it is that you've been wanting to do. Like if you've been wanting to, I don't know, achieve a new goal or try something new or make a big change in your life, it's like you're being kind of nudged with this message to say, it's time to go for it. It's time to, you've achieved the equilibrium, you've achieved the balance internally, and it's almost like you're not quite believing that the balance has been achieved. Like you're behaving in these old ways almost, and not necessarily you're behaving in these old ways, but you could be behaving in old ways. You could be practicing behavior that is a reflection of your old vibration. So what this is asking you to kind of, become aware of this fact that you've already graduated, you've already passed the threshold, you've already come to completion, you've achieved this equilibrium, this balance that you needed for the next phase of your life, and now it's time to share whatever things that you were given, whatever gifts that you received during that time of transformation. Now that you've completed that cycle, it's time to share what you learned along the way. Let's clarify this message with tarot just a little bit. Yeah, you're being offered the energy of manifestation, but this is manifestation that happens, like I said, again, from a balanced position. This is manifestation that is from an awareness that's much more broad. It's like, the ups, the downs, the could be's, the maybes, the likely to be's, what all of the possibilities are. And oops, daisy. And you are, all the possibilities now, and you're creating and you're manifesting, knowing what you want and knowing what you do want, if that's a better way of saying it. Perhaps you're manifesting from this space of more broad awareness, and so that's really good. It's a great message. It's kind of like where you're at right now. The actual message moving forward now is to share that with the world. You have the Nine of Cups here, so you have the support of abundance behind you. So whatever it is that you're going to need in order to step into this new space, this new you fully, you're going to have everything that you need, even if it's not something that you can see right away. It's like, as long as you put the energy and effort into sharing what you've learned, then everything that you need is going to be provided for you. There's no stop. There's going to be no block, or no, that's what I'm looking for. What are you wanting to say? There won't be anything that stops you from being able to achieve what you want to achieve, and go where you want to go. So recently you've been moving kind of slowly, and this is a message saying it's okay to take your time. You don't have to be like, this expert all of a sudden. You are, but it's going to take some time for you to move into that space of knowing, where you're knowing. This is spirit giving you a nudge, like saying, hey, just to let you know, you're good now. You're balanced. You can create. You can create what it is that you're wanting to create. So be bold, step forward and try new things. You have to reach out, you have to take action in order to bring this thing into fruition, whatever that might be. Um, but it's all right to stay in the spirit of moving, not necessarily slowly, but patiently and with intention. So you're taking your time, you're looking around, you're being asked to, look around, pay attention, absorb all of the different things that are there for you to absorb along the way. It's the beginning of a completely new period for you. It's you've come to the end of the cycle and you're starting anew. So it's important that you relish in that energy a little bit. It's not every day that we get to start a new adventure, whatever that energetic adventure might be. And it's also not every day that we complete, a cycle and complete it with such grace. Um, yeah, more manifestational power here. It's not every day that you complete a cycle and achieve such great balance out of the cycle. So it's something that should most certainly be celebrated. You are being given and gifted. Um, I'm really feeling the energy of Archangel Michael. Yeah, I'm really feeling the energy of Archangel Michael here. And that's really just to say that for me, how I understand this energy to work is it's the energy of alignment with one's inner self or higher self or soul. It's an equilibrium, equalizing, balancing kind of energy. And all of the beings internally that are balanced and living from this pure space, Archangel Michael is working with them energetically always. That's where he kind of exists. And he also helps to bring people into that internal balance as well. So his energy is all through this reading, and he's kind of stepping forward to say, it's okay to be the teacher and the student at the same time, because it is time to share your knowledge. You're kind of in the space where you don't really think that what you have, or what you have to offer, anyone may actually find of benefit, or whatever it is that you could be offering. You don't necessarily feel as though you're at the point where you're an expert enough to be able to offer, but you've already achieved it. And that sort of naivete about it, that sort of lack of acknowledging that you've even made it there, is also part of it, because um, sometimes realizing that you've made it is what caps you. You get stopped at that level, and this is about moving forward and beyond. So this is spirit trying to say, whatever transition you're going through, the transition time is now over, and it's time to start practicing and doing and offering whatever it is that you've received from that period of time. Anything else happening here? So it's time to step fully into this new space for you. It's time to step into a more authentic version of yourself. It's time. Yeah, it's time to release the things that have been holding you back. It's time to release the fear. It's time to release whatever it is that you've been using to keep you from, taking on, I don't know, new projects, doing whatever it is that's new for you. It's like this new energy, whatever it is that you could be starting, you haven't started, or you're not pouring everything into it because you're focused on a few things from the past that you've kind of maybe had to step away from, or things that you've lost. It might even be a relationship of some sort. You're sort of mourning this loss of something, and it's important now to kind of let it be gone. It's provided you with an energy of balance, because you kind of had to look at a lot of um, dark energy perhaps during this period of time, or at least recognize some darkness within yourself. And so, you kind of got stuck in that energy of, well, maybe I'm not really that great, or maybe not stuck there. It's not a stuckness of it. It's more like you were focusing on it. And so that energy started to grow, like all things do. When, you focus on something, then you begin to manifest that energy. But um, it was necessary in order to achieve the equilibrium that you've now achieved. It was necessary for you to kind of go through this dark energy. So, but you've come out of the dark with illumination, with light. Um, and so, it's time to kind of turn your back to the spilled milk, turn your back to the parts that weren't working out so much, and recognize what you do have left over after this transformation is everything that's in your life after you've transitioned, or after this transformation, excuse me, not transition, but after this transformation is meant to be in your life, and it's meant to be of use to you. It's meant for you to find a way to have it be useful. It's there for a purpose. So it's time to kind of change focus, and congratulate yourself, and now begin to manifest through this new energy. Because before, when you were trying to get things done, you had a bit of a lid on your ability to manifest to a degree, because you were manifesting from an energy that was very well. Everything in this existence is of duality, right? But you were manifesting from a place that you're wanting these things, and so this is the frequency that you're trying to manifest in through whatever. But then at the same time, what you had beliefs about yourself, or beliefs about whatever this thing is that you're wanting to manifest, weren't in alignment with the manifestation. So it's like, now that you've kind of cleaned out the old frequencies of resistance, now what you have left is this, ability to create without resistance, which is, I think, what we all kind of strive for. So that is the message for today. I hope that that was clear and concise, and I hope that you received it with love and with light. And I'm going to say peace. I love you all very much. Mwah.